Well, it looks pretty. It looks pretty decent actually. I enjoy his videos. They're pretty good. Wait, is this tears though?
Good.
You are watching Disrupt.
All right, November 24th, 2014, several emails appear at Sony. An anonymous message from an unknown deity who refers to himself as
Guardians of the Peace.
But the employees push the emails aside, right? Move on with their day. Shortly after, they receive another batch, more threatening messages asking that they decide. Well, decide what? Decide something by 11 p.m. Once again, unaware of what is about to happen, the employees push the things aside, right? Whatever, go about the day. So then on the other side of the building, on what seems like any other day, a guy is entering a meeting. They're talking about an upcoming release for a movie called The Interview. So the meeting's agenda is for the New York City premiere of that film. And then they start getting notifications on their phone. These emails, they keep appearing, keep breaking through the firewall. Same thing, same deal. Decide by 11 p.m. But this time, they're asking for monetary compensation. And after this first batch of threatening emails, then the leaks start beginning. So they first start off by releasing personal details. Unreleased scripts, email contents between employees start to appear on the internet. And before anyone at Sony can actually understand what's happening, the hackers use a variant of the Shamu wiper malware and begin erasing the infrastructure. So I'm ripping this straight from Wikipedia. The Shamoon, also known as W32 Disk Track, is a modular computer virus that was discovered in 2012. So essentially, once a system is infected, the virus continues to compile a list of files from specific locations on the system. It then uploads them to the attacker and erases them. Finally, the virus overwrites the master boot record of the infected computer, basically making it unusable.
Okay, finally. Holy shit, sorry about that.
You all have a lovely day. Stay safe, hot friend.
Right now we're at Sony, and they're about to release a film. So the security personnel there decide to take down the data posted on social media, but as we know, nothing is lost on the internet. So 4 days after that initial attack on November 28th, Recode publishes an article in which it links the recent Sony attacks with none other than North Korea. So then by December 7th, C-SPAN is out there reporting that 47,000 social security numbers have been compromised directly related to these attacks. At this point, Sony is bleeding, everyone is watching, it's embarrassing for them. So then by December 8th, Sony receives another punch to the gut when the hackers make an 8th data dump. Then also threaten the headquarters of Sony with correlations to 9/11. So this grabbed the attention of the US security, and it's further solidified that North Korea is behind this hack because the messages are mentioning the assassination of Kim Jong-un in the interview.
You want us to assassinate the leader of North Korea?
Yes.
They state that to allow the production and distribution of such a film should be regarded as the most undisguised sponsoring of terrorism, as well as an act of war. So the final decision is to fold.
The interview now canceled.
This as U.S. officials make the connection between North Korea and Sony's crippling cyber attack. Anna Corman here now with the very latest. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Ainsley and Heather. Good morning to all of you at home. The film that everyone has been talking about.
In a really weird statement, the North Korean government offers to join hands with the U.S. and to find the identities of these unfortunate hackers. Say the U.S. should stop with the allegations. I trust them, actually. Meanwhile, emails from the quote-unquote
Guardians of the Peace
are still being sent all throughout the Sony headquarters. The U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security states that the cyber attack was not just an attack against the company and its employees, it was also an attack on our freedom of expression and way of life.
Wait, what?
So at this point, everyone is still wondering if it's actually North Korea behind it, what's happening.
on the one hand, you can make the argument that they used the same attack code that was used in 2013 that North Korea is blamed for, and this was an attack on South Korea. On the other hand, actually, attack code is just bought and sold quite regularly. There's a whole underground cybercriminal trade where you can buy and sell attack codes. So I'm not sure, that was initially why we accused North Korea, but I'm not sure that that is actually such a valid argument.
Chat, you know sometimes the mainstream media, they talk about like crypto or video games or whatever, and they say things or they were like, what, shut up, bitch. It's like really like out of touch. Do you think that what you're saying is out of touch also like for this topic or not?
I'm not sure, that was initially why we accused North Korea, but I'm not sure that that is actually such a valid argument.
They made an assessment around that time on whether or not they think the country of North Korea was behind the attack. They suggest that it may be associated with the firing of a few employees a few months prior in May 2014. They point out that an attack of this scale needed help from within. And obviously Sony denied these accusations. Following this one, a computer forensic specialist from FireEye, Kevin Mandia, and he basically said that there's not a shred of evidence that show an insider from Sony was involved in the attack, so conflicting opinions. He thinks it was from the outside. In a third option, an alleged member of that hacking group, quote unquote, boasts that the hack started a year before on December 23rd. However, that's just a boast, who knows. And so now the dust has kind of settled, and Sony announces that 300 independently owned cinemas will show the interview. And then the following day, the film releases on YouTube, Google Play, and Xbox Video. So ultimately, on September 6th, 2018, the Department of Justice tracks and pins officially, quote unquote, the hacks on one North Korean citizen by the name.
Wait. All this because of the movie? It's a humor movie though.
Wow, what a glorious view. Truly splendid. Hey, quick question. Can I interest you in a fresh advertisement? It would be about disrupt patrons for
yeah, I enjoyed the video though. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.